Hello, Pirate 101 players. What's up, y'all? So, as I said yesterday, I'll probably upload another video because I ain't really got much going right now. Um, no, wish I could be at work, but gotta take some time off. I've got way too many hours, as I said before. But I'm here at my apartment, and just I feel like making a video now, so I'm gonna make another video. I kind of want to talk about the state of Pirate 101 PvP because there's been some good stuff that's happened to us recently. So I want to take some time to go over it and share my thoughts where I want the future of Pirate 101 PvP to go. Um, Now I know it's a very small sector of the game, um, but I always believed in Pirate 101 PvP. You know, it's a sustainable end game. You don't have to constantly update it. You get the combat right, and then it could basically last forever as endgame content. Kind of like how people are playing chess now. Over how many thousands of years. It's the same concept. If you really get this game going well, then in some sense it will live on, even if it's brought to like some other type of game. So yeah, I've always believed in Pirate 101 PvP. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and wind the clock back a little bit. Ranked PvP came out when I don't remember. I think it was like 2016, 2015. I don't rightly remember, to be honest. That doesn't matter. But ranked PvP, as people eventually found out, was trash. There's no reason to participate in it. I remember, like at first, one of the main things that killed it was the terracotta army, uh, like the robe. It used to be like you had 9 extra companions with uh, with shields and charge reduces. Absolutely busted. That motivated a lot of players to quit. Old Scratch is still a thing. Um, he can still be used to rank PvP, which blows my mind because it's like you can get bombs that do like 800 damage. You can get those things to do 2k easily, and that's even without a crit. So it's like, why? Like, especially given the damage rolls and the criticals boosting damage up even more, it makes the game largely due to chance. So that's something that still is in rank. And then, one of the other things that killed it a little bit for a little while was Blast of Discord, but that was quickly fixed, thank goodness. First mates boom for a little while. But yeah, the current state of rank PvP is quite dead. Not only for the stuff that was broken that used to be a part of ranked PvP, but the stuff we have now. Like the map is way too small. First of all, as I said before, Scratch is still something that players are allowed to use. Summons, they don't really do anything great for the game. They just make matches take longer, and once again, they are a large source of RNG. So those are a thing in rank. Then there's Time Warp, another source of RNG. Your pet spawns in, GG, won the game. And if you're a range class, that makes your job a lot harder, as I said before, because you're dealing with Time Warp and you have basically no map. So if you don't pull exactly the hand you need the first turn, that basically screws you over. Forget playing Witch in rank PvP. It's it's suicide. So yeah, rank PvP. It looked like a promising way for players to gauge how good they were, but now anything you see in rank, it's all boosted. Nobody does it legit. And I mean literally nobody. You see people walking around talking about, winter champion or whatever. Don't believe them, guys. It's a crock. That's what it is. It is 100% a crock. Don't buy into it. But yeah, that's what rank was supposed to do. And then came along tournaments. I ran a couple myself. The main issue with tournaments, especially for busy people like myself who would rather be, working at their job, pursuing their career and all that. It's like if I get a call from work and I have a scheduled match, I'm gonna go into work, okay? It doesn't matter if I'm in the finals, semifinals, whatever. Like, I just don't care that much. No one should be that invested in this game given the circumstances, okay? Um, so yeah, tournaments, a bit of a flop. Even the people who have, praised the idea of tournaments, myself for a little while, um, you know, Reckless Chris, who's had a lot of great ideas. Tournament wins are the end all be all. Um, there's a flaw in that. That's a flaw right there, really. You can't, schedule several days of matches over the course of a month and have a busy life, especially in this game. Okay? It doesn't pay enough for you to go to that much hassle. Let's be honest, okay? So yeah, tournaments were a thing for a little while. The recent development is something called the ladder. Now there was a ladder before that on Pirate 101 Central, but the issue with the ladder on Pirate 101 Central was you had these circle jerks of people who would just fight themselves. Okay, you might say something, some drama might go down, and then the person would just refuse to challenge you or accept your challenges, and basically they would be ranking off the same people. But now we have, like a little Discord bot and Atom server, and if you're online, you can get challenged basically. If you are in the PvP voice chat, you can get challenged. You are fair game. So there is no queue dodging at all. There is no, circle jerking um, the matchmaking system. The other problem with Pirate 101 Central, um, as far as a ladder goes, is after you agreed to a challenge, you had to go to the trouble of scheduling a match. If I log on the game, guys, I'm either doing a PvP or doing something else I like. And if I can't do that immediately, I'm logging off and I'm doing something else. Okay? I'm not waiting around for hours for my match to show up. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm scheduled for Monday at 2 o'clock or whatever, and then no, I gotta work the week, oh, or and then switch to like the weekend and then constantly be rescheduling days. I ain't going to do it. I'm not going to do it. No player in this game should have to do that. So that's the main. I don't know how Pirate 101 Central lasted as long as it did. Okay, maybe because there wasn't anything else really. I've conceptualized the idea of having every player face every player, but that's too much hassle. Okay, every player that's online automatically gets entered into a queue. That's the most brilliant concept ever, you know. And actually, old Pirate 101 YouTuber, I don't know, y'all know the Feisty Orange. Gee, that was a little while ago, but the guy was great. I don't care what other people say. Um, the guy was great and actually did a lot for the game. It's just, you know, he didn't get along with some groups of people, and it's whatever. I don't care about that. It's stupid politics. Um, but yeah, guys, things are looking up basically. Hercules is getting into PvP. Um, we're so fortunate to have a community manager that actually gives, um, that actually gives a straw or two about Pirate 101 PvP, is actually trying to improve and get better at the game. Uh, the last two community managers, let's be frankly honest, weren't nearly as good about that. I really think we're in good hands. Now, my hopes for the future of Pirate 101 PvP is uh, the fort glitch. I need that to be fixed. But before they embark on some huge PvP update, my hope is really to immerse at least one of them. My best hope is Hercules, so they can understand exactly what to prioritize. All right. Like, for example, they might spaz out and decide that the display glitch is the most important thing, when really fixing the fort glitch or something like that is the most important thing. They might spaz out and they might decide, oh, fixing ranked PvP. Guys, I don't think ranked PvP is a good idea. I think that what we have going on right now is perfectly fine. If the community can do it themselves, I really don't want kingsisle to mess it up, okay? That being said, 4v4s, there's no community solution to 4v4s. The fort glitch is a thing, it's unavoidable. So kingsisle, please put your hands on that and fix that. That's where the priority should be. Okay. Some things as far as chains, um, damage rolls, criticals. I have some ideas for reworking that, reworking how accuracy works. Um, so those are some other ideas. I've already uploaded a video about it somewhere on my channel, but I'm waiting for a day when I can actually get them to do a PvP roundtable. I would look at it more as a combat roundtable because it would improve the quality of the game for PvPers and PvEers. It would just improve the combat quality. That's really what I'm after. But I think if I try and get a roundtable talking about anything like that, they'll automatically think it's all PvP, which I do care about PvP a lot. It's, somebody who has all the weapons in the game, who farmed their heart out for everything, quest up like 13 or so characters. I'm not going to do anything but PvP, okay? Not anymore. There is no reason for me to do anything else in the game. I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. I would have considered myself more of a PvE player, way back when I started, but there's no reason for me to farm the same brainless bosses 50 times over. Okay? I'm sorry. Sorry, I have some sanity still. Okay? But yeah guys, it's going to be alright. It's going to be alright, y'all. That's what somebody told me.